Welcoming you, everybody, to this mind-blowing broadcast this morning. This is in obedience to God, who commanded us to drop one book every day in the next 30 days. It's actually a replacement for the atmosphere of heaven on earth. We literally take the topic of atmosphere and convert it to a mini book, and it's mind-blowing. An expanded version of whatever you see in atmosphere. The one of today, the topic of the book is the original kingdom concept in the last days. And the subtopic of the same book is From the Garden to the Throne, the restoration of kingdom leadership. What is God talking with this book or in this book? Look at me. God is very careful to be sure that at every sector of the human leadership today, whether in the national government like Nigeria or state government like Bayelsa State, or we are talking about establishment, companies, every kind of institution, or including your families, communities, God is interested in planting the right leaders in those places. And to know the God's kind of leadership, we need to borrow a leaf from the knowledge of God's original concept of leadership as we see in the Adam before the fall. So we are going back. Somebody said, you can never be confused to the extent that you don't know where you're coming from. In other words, if you can only remember where you're coming from, then it's a clue to where you're supposed to go. Millions don't know what leadership is again in our world because we don't know the original that God actually instituted for man. God is the owner of leadership. Leadership does not belong to the politician. It's not a property for the governor or the president of a nation. It's God's property. So only God can tell us the meaning of the original concept of leadership as he ordains it to be. Please tap on the link and go straight to the content of this book. Everything you need to know is there about the original concept of God's kind of leadership that will guide us into the culmination of this. Remember, the destination of the ark of the first flight is our target. We can only know how to get there when we know where we are coming from. Thank you and God bless you, guys, as you keep feet together. Tap there. Remember, the content of this book is free for everybody for the next 1 month. But in case you see, because you tap the link, it will take you to our seller shop where you may be asked to place a little amount, less than 1,000 naira, to pick it. Consider that as your own willing donation to support what we are doing. But in case you are not willing to pay, or you don't have to pay, just write me personally, send me a bill, and I will remove the payment tag, and you can get it free of charge.